As long as we're not counting the folio case review, I believe this is the first time I've ever reviewed a wallet. So let's talk about the Ridge wallet. So full disclosure, before I even get to my thoughts into the Ridge wallet, I want you guys to know that this is partially sponsored because they are not paying me. However, they did send this to me for free. They included this wallet as well as a backpack. And before we get into any opinions, I just want to disclose that information and just know that all of my opinions from here on out may or may not be affected just because I did not have to pay for these. They were sent to me by the Ridge and they were hoping I would review them. So here we are reviewing them. So the Ridge wallet is a very more unique, minimal approach at having storage for both your cash and your cards. Of course, more and more places are supporting Apple Pay, so you can pay with your phone or your watch. However, you still need to store, your license on you, your ID or your health card insurance if you need it. However, you don't need absolutely quick access to them at all times, so it makes sense that you try to store them in as small as a form factor as possible. And with the Ridge wallet, we see that they're literally storing your cards in the smallest, most portable possible way. They're keeping all of the cards compact right next to each other, and the width and height of the wallet is the exact width and height of your average credit or debit card. So there's no wasted space. And one thing that I'll have to admit was kind of weird at first while originally using the Ridge wallet was the fact that I'm used to patting my pocket to feel for my wallet, and typically my wallet looked like this. This was a standard wallet I've had since I was about 6 years old. Still works, nothing wrong with it, it's just a wallet, but it's definitely a lot larger than the Ridge wallet. So when you reach in your pocket to feel for it, originally, since you're used to such a large wallet, I was kind of like, oh wait, where is it? Oh wait, this tiny, tiny bulge in my pocket is just the Ridge wallet. And it took a little bit of getting used to, and I have to say that throughout all of this review, such a different wallet approach definitely takes a lot of getting used to. It has this little cutout here at the bottom, and there's several different ways of accessing your cards, but the quickest way for me has been to hold the sides of it like this, and then I push up on all the cards and they slide out this way. Now personally, I have to say this is almost a Touch ID versus Face ID argument. Accessing my credit and debit cards on my old wallet I think was a tad faster. I've seen some people be able to access their cards on this faster. Maybe I just have too many cards in this or something. Maybe I need to loosen it up. But it does take a little bit longer and a little bit of getting used to get to that push gesture so that the cards slip out and then pulling one of them. It's not something everyone knows, and it definitely took a little bit of practice. I just had to put all my cards in here and then start getting the hang of what's the fastest way of getting these cards out, sliding them out, and then pulling on one. Probably not as fast as your old traditional wallet. However, since there's so many places supporting Apple Pay nowadays, and hopefully you're not getting pulled over too much, you don't necessarily need to get these things out of the wallet extremely quickly. So it kind of makes sense that you would sacrifice the speed of pulling the cards out of your wallet for the sake of storing your cards in a much smaller space. So in that regard, it has been nice. My pocket feels a lot more free when I'm reaching for my keys. They're definitely not crowded in my pocket. They're not creating large bulges in my jeans that could wear them out. And if you guys know, with my love of the Series 3 cellular Apple Watch, I love to travel light. I love taking as little things with me as possible just for efficiency, and this definitely supports that, as well as supporting my space gray ecosystem. This aluminum is like the same exact shade as my space gray devices, and it fits in very well in that regard. I almost feel like they designed it with that in mind. But of course, there are lots of different options the Ridge has. Some of these are carbon fiber, super durable. However, the aluminum one they sent me is perfectly durable, very rigid. Pushing on it, there's like no bending whatsoever, so the cards are very securely in there. There's no possible way they could fall out. They're being held onto very tightly. And the clip on the back that they call the money clip, they say you can store cash in there. I don't. In fact, all of my paychecks are wire transfers to my bank account anyway, so I don't really have cash on me ever. I just use this little clip to clip it in my pocket. That way, accessing the wallet from the pocket is very simple. And by simply feeling my pocket, I can just feel that little metal clip and know that it's right there. And it becomes very easy to access. Unlike an ordinary wallet, which you kind of have to dig through your pocket for. Sometimes if you put your keys in on top of it, you have to go around the keys, find the wallet somehow. Whereas this has that little clip, you can pull it out really easily. Quick access, it's lovely. And yeah, like I said, there is also more plastic versions of the Ridge wallet you can get at a more decent price. You can check out their website, they have a lot to offer. And they also included this backpack, and I've barely used it. I have to say I don't really use backpacks anymore because I'm not a college student, I'm just a tech reviewer now. But it is a very well-built backpack, and it's so well-built, but I have so many bags already from different companies that I've reviewed, that for my Patreon donors, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of the Ridge backpack, because it's very well-built, but I don't have much of a use for it, but hopefully someone out there does. And yeah, that's practically it. It's a very well-built wallet, I'm gonna keep using it, but it definitely didn't set with me right when I first got it. I thought it was weird, I thought it was awkward, took a little bit of getting used to, but now I'm I'm totally okay with it. I love transferring all of my cards in such a small, light design. I love how rigid it is and how secure it is. And I will not be going back to my old wallet. Don't need it anymore. I like traveling light like this. It's easier. And while, yeah, these wallets might be more on the pricey side, I'm gonna leave that up to you. If traveling lighter is worth this price point to you, then great. If not, wallets aren't that hard to come by. I'm sure you can find a perfectly cheap one that gets the job done, no problem. Let me know all your thoughts on the Ridge wallet and the Ridge backpack. Be very curious to hear what you guys have to think in the comments below. This is your Apple Sheep here, and I will see you in the next one.
So I'm gonna hold it. All right.
Nick.
You have weird hands. You know this.
I need it.